Welcome to Loyalsock Township Middle School. This virtual presentation gives our 6th grade students everything they need to know for a successful year. We have our agenda. These are all the topics that we're going to cover. I would like to introduce our office crew. Myself, Mrs. Siegel, Middle School Principal, Mrs. Price, our school counselor, and Mrs. Bartley and Mrs. Hornberger, our school secretaries. Our teachers are awesome. Let's meet them. You'll meet your core teachers in the following slides, and I will introduce your related art teachers on the bottom right.
Hi, I'm Ms. Antonacci, and I'm going to be teaching social studies. I'm going to teach you about where you live, starting with where your house is located in Loyalsock Township, and then move on to the history of Lycoming County and the history of Pennsylvania. And all along the way, we're going to be learning about the geography. I can't wait to meet you. Make sure you come to class with your items that you need. Some things would be pencil, a folder, colored pencils, a highlighter, glue stick, iPad, and if you have a dry erase marker so we can write on the maps.
Mr. Hessard's science class has 4 units, one for each marking period. You will learn about atoms, elements, and the states of matter in our physical science unit. We will discuss elements of our atmosphere and climate in our Earth Science unit. Ecology is the main focus of the unit on life science, and you will explore the concepts of watersheds, wetlands, and conservation in a unit on environmental science. You will need a charged iPad and pencil for Mr. Hessard's class.
Hi, 6th grade students and families. My name is Mrs. Kendall, and I am the reading teacher for 6th grade. During 6th grade, we will be exploring various genres, using active reading strategies, annotating, and analyzing text. For class each day, you will need your iPad and also have a pencil along with you.
Writing, Mrs. Mitsteifer. Types of writing: informative, persuasive, argumentative. Grammar: pronouns, interjections, subject, predicate, and adjectives. Poetry: figurative language, imagery, and different poem types. Materials needed: notebook, 2-pocket folder.
Hello students, math this year will be with me, Mr. Weaver. Some of the main topics we're going to cover this year are the number system, ratios and proportional relationships, expressions and equations, geometry, and statistics and probability. Materials needed: pencil, binder, half-inch or inch will be fine, your iPad, and if possible, a composition notebook.
Miss Garfolo, 6th grade learning support teacher. She will provide support in all academic areas, will teach supplemental math with Mr. Thomas, and is certified in early childhood, reading specialist, and special education.
Our 6th grade related arts courses occur period 2 and period 8 this year. Students, you will have Miss Hook for GeoLab, Mrs. Steele for Futures, Miss Holmes for Health. Boys and girls will be split between Miss Holmes and Mr. Waller for physical education. Students will have Mrs. Haney for general music or Mr. Teeny for instrumental music, and all students will have Mr. Teeny for world drums. In addition, students will have Mr. Baker for design technology, Mrs. Dincher for art, Mrs. Pipich for iPad and computer concepts, and Miss Nolan for Espanol. Band and chorus are during period 1, which is also Ignite this year. Students that are signed up for chorus will have Mrs. Haney on days 1, 3, and 5, and Mr. Teeny for band on days 2, 4. Please check out our health and safety reopening plan that's posted on our district website. It is 52 pages long, and please look out for our next Lancer Legend that'll have specifics on Loyalsock Township Middle School. Just so you know, learning during the green phase will occur as of right now. This is all persons in learning Monday through Friday throughout the week. Please know that we will do our best to social distance. Face masks are required. We will limit lockers and restroom breaks, and we encourage students to use all of their own materials. We have also purchased many of these materials within the classrooms. In addition, so you know, during the yellow phase or the moderate transmission rate, we will come back in person if this does happen with last names A to J and last names K to Z. We are going to try this the first 2 student days. So on Monday, August 31st, household surnames with the last names A to J will report. And on Tuesday, September 1st, last names K to Z will report. Learning during the red phase or substantial transmission rate would basically model what we just came out of from March to May of the previous school year. Just so you know that all online learning and our learning management system will occur through Moodle.
Here at Loyalsock Middle School, we want you to be a Lancer. You will hear at the morning announcements, be respectful, be responsible, be kind, be courageous in everything you do and say. Be a Lancer. The school day length. Doors open at 7:30. Students can grab breakfast in the lobby when the doors open. Please turn right down the A hallway and go to the gym lobby. You will be released to go to your locker from the lobby at 7:45. And then you'll need to go to your first period class. Attendance will be taken promptly at 7:50, and there's a 1-minute warning bell at 7:49, so you know you need to get there. At the end of the day, the bell will ring at 3 o'clock. All students, bus riders, walkers, car riders are all dismissed at the same bell at 3 p.m. Middle school traffic flow and room map. You will note on the room map where the entrances are labeled. The high school entrance, the event entrance is by the auditorium. There's a band drop-off student high school entrance on the west side of the building, and at the middle school, the event entrance by the gymnasium and the middle school entrance to the main lobby. The traffic flow pattern is important because during the drop-off and pickup times, there's no backflow on there. So parents, you will enter the Loyalsock Township complex through Loyalsock Township Drive on the west side of the building, looping around behind to the front entrance of the middle school, and then out along the baseball field and make a left again on Loyalsock Drive.
New this year, Loyalsock Township School District students and families are required to participate in our contact verification process online. Once you do this, student schedules will be released by 3 p.m. on August 21st. This is an example of this year's 6th graders' related arts schedule. Students will have 3 to 4 courses within a marking period, and these will occur periods 2 and 8. Students will have 2 marking periods of music, world drums, gym, health, and GeoLab. In addition, they will have iPad and computer concepts, both odd and even days. Students will also have at least once design technology, Spanish, futures, and art.
Navigating the middle school has always been a concern for incoming 6th graders, but don't panic. We will offer a virtual tour as part of orientation. Your teachers will also make time in the first week of school to give you a physical tour, as well as assist you getting from class to class. Getting comfortable with the middle school workload can be a little challenging. We recommend staying organized by using folders and notebooks for each class, as well as keeping a clean, organized locker. It is also important to keep track of your assignments. Your teachers will assist you in using good notes to keep track of assignments, due dates, upcoming tests, and quizzes.
This year, we have purchased brand new cafeteria tables that are to be delivered on August 24th. So whether we're 6 feet apart or a little bit closer, always remember to follow our pillars. Be respectful, be responsible, be kind, and be courageous at all times.
You can see there is a diagram on here that explains how to open the locker. You will see this, refer to it, you'll get another one that's similar. It will take a little bit of time, and your teachers are going to give you practice on how to open up your locker at the beginning of the school year, maybe for the first week and a little bit after if you're having some struggles. You will have designated locker break times. Students, please remember your teachers don't have to allow you to go during your class period, so be mindful that it's organized and you can find everything in the locker so it doesn't take you long when you get there. And lastly, it's important, you're responsible for what's in there. So don't share your combination because your stuff is your stuff. Don't put food in your locker other than a lunch bag, and you probably won't have any problems. If you ever have any issues with the lockers or who's your neighbor or how things are going, please come to the office and let someone know and we can get that fixed up for you.
As a 6th grade student, you are given a locker. Due to social distancing, you will be given assigned locker times. We ask that you not keep food or drinks in your locker, except for the lunch that you may have packed for that day. You will be given a locker combination, and that needs to be kept to yourself. Do not share with your friends. All of your personal belongings are kept in your locker, which include your cell phone, your backpack, and anything else that you bring to school with you each day. When you are assigned to go to your locker, you have 4 minutes to get there, get the things you need, and to head back to your own class then. The locker area is not a hangout area. It is simply a place for you to store your items and pick the things up that you need for your next class.
Being organized is a key for 6th grade. It's recommended that you use a different 2-pocket folder for each class. For example, you could get a red one, a blue one, a green one, a purple one, and a yellow one, but don't label them yet because each section has a different color. For math, you're going to need a binder, either a 1-inch or a 1/2-inch binder to keep all of your papers that Mr. Weaver gives to you. Your locker. If you have loose papers in your locker, that's just going to get way too messy. So if you keep all of those papers in the appropriate folders, then your locker will stay nice and neat. Also, make sure that you keep your iPad charged at night so that when you come to school, you'll have ready to go. We're going to have our agenda on our iPad along with virtual notebooks for most of your classes. So staying organized is easy as long as you keep on top of it at the beginning and throughout the year.
Every student in the middle school will receive an iPad. Please know that this is school property and it's a privilege and can be taken away at any time. During school hours, students should not use their iPads to airdrop photos, email classmates or family members, or play games. Your iPad is expected to be screened down upon entering a classroom. Students, if you need to bring in a charger for your device, please be sure that these are labeled. If you have any questions, feel free to email myself, Mrs. Segal, middle school principal, Mrs. Price, school counselor, or Mr. Hessert, our 6th grade team leader, at any time. Remember, as you begin your day, be respectful, be responsible, be kind, and be courageous. In everything you do and say, be a Lancer.